What up, wheat field? What up, y'all's wheat? What it do, y'all? Welcome back to the wheat field. Welcome to you. Welcome. If you new, hey, what up? How you doing? Welcome to the wheat field. My name is La T, and I am a channeled messenger, and I message with the big three, the Alpha, the Omega, the infinite intelligence, and the breath of life. Yes, the Alpha and the Omega, the eternal Lord of all of creation. Yes, it called all things by wisdom. It's mind, the word, the principal thing. It moved on the breath of life to create all things, everything. Yes. And when I say everything, of course, I mean everything. Everything, everywhere. Yes. And we are getting a lesson, kind of not just in that, but I feel like we're going to a different level. New levels, new situations. Of course, I heard the other part of that, which we commonly say new levels, new devils. But I don't feel like this is like a devil type of energy. I feel like this is just a different level of growing deeper into the knowledge and awareness of the Most High God, our eternal Lord, the eternal Creator, the source of all things. And so today I kind of been battling with my vessel and spirits around me. Of course, I'm always surrounded by spirits. And they be trying to come in and, influence this, influence that. I can feel a presence with me or on me. And I have to ask, constantly asking who's speaking, who's influencing, right? So that I can be aware, consciously aware, and choose appropriately to rebuke that spirit, cast it out, and ask the Most High to bind it, to return it to where it should be, and or send it where it should be, do its will with that spirit, and to protect me, to seal me, and then the next part is to brighten my light, to brighten my lumens, so that nothing else can come in, that nothing can resonate, like my vibration, let it be uniquely attuned to the Most High, so that nothing else can vibrate and attach itself to me, because energies, you have to be vibrating on that level. If you find yourself being frustrated, when you get frustrated and you get angry and you get in that way, more situations attract to you that continue that frustration. If you are high vibing, you may run across something that's sent to frustrate you or come in and that will frustrate you. But if you return back into your high vibration, then it will draw away from you. It will pull away from you. It will detach from you. I am working today on keeping my vibration high and being mindful of how I'm vibrating. Because I definitely feel spirits around me and that energy of low polarity. I do. And I don't know if it's because we're in a retrograde right now. I wanted to say Mercury retrograde, but Spirit didn't want me to say that. Yeah, are you the Most High God? No. Well, are you high vibrational? No. See, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not a high vibrational energy. And I'm asking for it to be rebuked. But when I spoke to the Most High about it, it said no, that it will not bind it and send it away. It won't. It's being allowed to sit with me on this day. And I asked for revelation to have, like, well, why is this happening? Why is this energy being allowed to sit here? And I said, will you reveal unto me? The answer was no. So I started to move through the process of discernment and kind of just breaking down my question and just getting to the point of being mindful of my own energy. Ooh, mindful messages, my own energy. I feel it. We're going to get it out. I'm not seeing in the box. I thought we had it out already. Hence the smiley face cup. Smile. changing my frequency and being mindful of my frequency, being mindful of my own energy is going to be the lesson of today, the principle. So let's see if we can find these cards. Ha ha ha. Didn't I say I felt them close? Mindful messages. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega for all things. For all things are we grateful for. Because I even got a little frustrated, but even with speaking goodness in my frustration, which is like, it's like, okay, well, we're supposed to praise through all of our infirmities, right? We're supposed to take pleasure in our infirmities. That's that. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9 and 10, right? And in our weakness, the Most High strength is shown. We are to always remember that the grace of the Alpha and Omega is more than sufficient for us. And with that principle in mind, I said, well, Most High, that means that I'm supposed to take delight in the fact that a low vibrational energy is sitting with me in the Most High. I said, yes. Yes, you are. I said, does that mean I get to play in low vibration today? They said, no. I said, so that means that I need to be consciously aware at all time of what is influencing me and choose accordingly. Say yes. And I said, aha, I got it. I get it. Is it taxing? Yes. I can feel it like on my hands, my arms, my shoulders. Everything feels so tense. And I really, I recognize that sensation, I'm trying to figure out a high vibrational way of saying it. But saying it's just that I just don't freaking like it. I don't like feeling like that presence of something else commanding my vessel or having a hold on me, and I'm not able to have it removed, rejected, rebuked. Up and out. To get that shit up and out, like off of me, whatever it is that's being brought to the forefront, I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to recognize it, and I want to recognize it, be aware of it early so that I can remove it, right? So I even asked the Most High to tell me the words to pray, to speak in order for it to be removed, and I didn't hear anything. It was just quiet. And I'm thinking to myself, do I already know them? No. Is it the now for them to be revealed? No. So this is a lesson or something that I must go through. And that just is. It says, to heal parts of me that feel hurt, I must feel every emotion. So maybe it's allowing me to feel it. Feel every emotion. It has to come up and come out. I don't try to push my feelings away. Maybe rebuking it and rejecting it is just a way of me pushing it away instead of dealing with why the energy is here. I sit with them and feel them as I release them. So there's a difference between releasing, rejecting, and rebuking. Okay. Expressing love is here. That's a bottom energy. Of course, gratitude, that's that expression, right? To express gratitude for all things, even in the state that I'm in right now. Because it's an opportunity for growth. And that's what I started off by saying. That it's an opportunity for us to grow, to go deeper with our understanding and our awareness of the Most High God, the Alpha Omega, our eternal Lord. Of course, it created all things, each for its own purpose. So if something low vibrational is sent to me, then it's being used to push me higher, to help me ascend, to push me further. So in that case, then I do delight. I do have gratitude. Ding. Thank you. Amazing. I love you. I heard, and it's so amazing, amazing to be loved. Love has truly been good to me. Yes, thank you. Is there anything else in here? Yes. I am enough. I am beautiful just as I am. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I don't. Because a lot of people will look at me like, this woman talk about sitting with spirits all day. She could feel something on her vessel. We need to call the people, put her in one of them jackets that got all the buckles in the back. And nice little soft room, all white, where she can't hurt herself. That's not the case. See, I was actually able to see some things. Like, I've been able to see some things lately. Like, to see orbs in real time. Like, sometimes at first I couldn't see them. Like, I could see them on the video, but I wouldn't be able to just see them with my eye, to just visually see them. But now I can, right? I can see spirits as they go by. I can see them in the light as they flicker. Like, all kinds of stuff that I know that I'm growing deeper in my connection. Casting spells. Now, I don't put myself to be, I don't practice dark energy. I don't. You know, and that's why I'm a proponent. I'm always speaking on being very mindful of how you speak. Am I perfect at it? Absolutely not. I get frustrated. I get angry, just like any other spirit that is being human, encased in its human vessel, dealing with human issues. In reality, we get angry. And when we get angry, we can speak out and we can say some pretty ugly stuff. We can. I'm a big proponent of calling back your words, of acknowledging the fact that you said something nasty, of repenting, just apologizing. Apologize when you said something wrong, when you've done something wrong. We talked about that last night. It's better to do nothing than to do something wrong, because when you do that wrong or that evil thing, you've done it onto yourself. So when you recognize that you've done that, apologize for it. When you apologize, you take accountability for your actions and for your words, and then you can call them back. I am the sower of every seed. I am the sower of every seed. My words, my deeds, all of it. I sow them out into this ether. And if I sowed it, then I'm going to reap it. I have the ability to go pluck that thing up and pull it back onto me, to cast it down, to say no, it shall not grow, it shall not take root, it shall not present an error onto my experience. So I offer that to anybody that may have said something wrong or done something wrong to another person. We always have the opportunity to apologize, to set things right. Even if that person on the other end doesn't accept your apology, that's on them. But you've done the right thing. You've put that energy out into creation to say, this is my wrong, this is my transgression, this is my error, and I apologize for that onto you. And I am mindful. I understand why it's wrong. I understand that it may have harmed you and hurt you, and I empathize with that. I don't know about sorry, but yeah, you know what I mean? How do you say sorry? Like, I have compassion for how I made you feel. I would not want someone to do that to me. I wouldn't. And me making you feel that way, I understand it. And because I understand it and I have compassion for it, I empathize and sympathize with you in how you're feeling. And if I were you in your shoes, I would feel the exact same way. I understand why you feel like that. And it makes me feel bad because I've made you feel bad. I feel that hurt. I have remorse for what I've done. You say that from a genuine and authentic place, it's for that other person to receive it. Because you've done your due diligence. And if they don't receive it, then, I mean, it's nothing that you can really do from that point. But go on and forgive self and forgive them too. Give them their space. and allow them to process at all that what you've offered and determine whether or not they still want to engage with you, because they can accept your apology and they can accept your words and your sentiment, but doesn't mean that they want to engage with you. They may not. They may say thank you so much, I receive you and I receive that, but I choose to go on with my life and have no further interactions with you, and both of you can leave it in a place of peace. And what I'm learning to do is let it go as well. Because I will not continue to beat myself up over something that I've repented for, that I've offered a recompense, that I've given my understanding and compassion to state that I understand how I've wronged you. What I will not do is continue to be raked over the coals over it. I won't do that. No. But maybe there's still something in that I need to get up and get out. Continue to process it, like maybe the fallout of it, the remaining residual effects, like the fact that despite that the fact I've given this heartfelt apology, this person still don't want nothing to do with me, like nothing. And what if it's somebody that's really close to you, like a parent, a child, a close friend, you know, a cousin, somebody that's very, very, very near and dear to your heart, and something happens, you've offended them, and now all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but because of the offense, despite apologies and all that, they decide, you know what, I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. I receive you and I thank you, but this is it, I'm done. You have to accept that. You have to have acceptance that this is the way and the path for the journey to go. And again, the creator of all things, the Alpha and the Omega, they know. They know that this is what was going to happen. But again, a lot of it is to determine how you're going to respond. How are you going to learn and grow from this situation so that it doesn't continue to happen in your life? Casting spells. Our words matter. And you are the owner and the sower of every word that you speak. Be consciously aware of what you say, because you will eat what you speak. You just will. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe, I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. And we saw gratitude. Expressing love, and we saw gratitude. Now when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful spells. You are casting beautiful spells. And the fact that you may have said something to hurt somebody, like I said, and cause a relationship to end, or they chose to end a relationship because of what you said, despite whether you repented, apologized, offered your understanding, you know, shown that you were remorseful, all of that. Again, at that point, what else can you do besides go on? But go on with the mindset and awareness, like I have to be careful with my words because my words hurt people. But wait, there's more. That's here. And we see nurture. Nurture yourself. Care for yourself. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself. Days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that are nurturing to me. Nurture yourself. Again, that's what I was saying. Changing your vibration. What is it going to take to change your vibration so that that negative energy will no longer align to you? It's like a lock and a key, right? If your vibration changes, then it no longer has access to your vessel. Am I saying that right? It no longer has access to your vessel or your life, because it is not aligned to you. It is no longer aligned. You've changed your alignment. When you come into alignment with a high vibration or a high polarity, or even come to par Things of the low energy can no longer align to you. There's a difference in resonance, and it cannot meet my own energy. Didn't I say I was filling this card? Mindful messages, my own energy. When you change your energy, things of the low cannot align to you. I love being there for friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energies or, the energy of others, whether it's a low vibrational spirit, whether it is my shadow self, or that mood affect my own. I get to choose how I manage my mood. To help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them. I don't need to sit in a sunken space. I don't need to sit in my shadow energy. I can recognize it. I understand that it is there. It is a part of me, but I choose to move myself to vibrate differently, to come to the other side of it, to raise it, to move into the light. If that's my shadow, then I choose to work in the light. Like I said, I don't work in dark energy. Well, if I'm frustrated, I might do something in my shadow self. I can't. All of us have capacity to do that. None of us are perfect. We are being human. But the challenge and the test, the learning, is to be consciously aware, to shift your vibration, and to choose to work in the light. It's easy. Is it simple and easy to execute on a daily? No. It can be taxing. That's why I said, like, to always feel, I feel it. Yes, thank you. To always feel the presence of other energies with you, and you have to constantly be aware, keenly aware of what is attempting to influence you. How are you to respond to that? To master self. That's what we talked about on last night, late message. So if you guys haven't had an opportunity to go and see that, please do check it out. And by the way, if you like this vibe, subscribe. You know what it is. If you want to come back on a daily and get this here spell, hit the bell. You know how I do. You know how I go. But it's up to another person to do the rest. It's up to you to do the work, to stay in the light. It's up to that person to pick themselves up. So if you have a person in your life who has low energy, low vibrational, they working in that shadow self, no matter what you do to encourage them, it just doesn't seem to hit right. They're not receiving it. It's up to you to pull back your energy and to manage your energy, because they will pull you down before you pull them up. None of us are strong enough to do that. We can give help and assistance. We can give messages. We can give encouragement. We can give inspiration. But we would have to do this. Like I said, hold on lightly. Hold lightly. I take the things and people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight, so that when it comes time for them to go, they may go smoothly, peacefully. We both release each other in peace. Okay, so I've said what I understand that I transgressed against you. And I said something that was hurtful. I've given you my apology, a heartfelt apology that was authentic, and organic. Right. I've given you my empathy and my sympathy and my understanding and my compassion to say that if I was in your shoes, I understand exactly how you feel. And I feel the fact that I've hurt you. I feel that hurt. I'm experiencing it with you. And because of this, I am changed. I will be more mindful of how I speak, even in times of frustration, in times of anger. I will be mindful to pull myself back, to give it space and room in the moment versus us not falling out. Now we got to give it some space because we ain't talking for a minute. Ashe, ashe. Give it space now. Pull back, master self. Watch it and see what it's going to do. And then see how you're going to respond. What are you going to do? This does not mean I love you any less or I don't value you or the relationship, but I am open to the changes of life. I have to be open to the changes of life. You do. But wait, there's more. Again, but wait, there's more. There's more. My own energy, casting spells. Something is coming your way or coming my way, coming our way. What up, wheat? What it do? Welcome to the wheat field, y'all. Welcome to you. Unique opportunities align with my desires, present themselves to me. I attract all that I need to make my dreams a reality. And what I felt was really unique opportunities aligned with my desires. Alignment. Are you in alignment? Is it reversed? Yes. It's not personal. And it's not personal was reversed. So it is personal. This is personal. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. But what are your reactions and your opinions about self? What are your reactions and your opinion of yourself? Again, it was something in my energy that I need to get up and get out. It is. It's something about me because self-mastery is personal. Recognizing my emotions and dealing with them are personal. Is personal, not are personal, but it is personal. Managing my relationships is personal. I can control what you think about me. Now that part is not personal. It's not. Because you can think what you want to think, and oftentimes I say what you think about me is none of my damn business. It's really not. I try my best not to tell people what I think about them because that's none of your damn business. It's just not. It's my opinion. And oftentimes it's a projection because it's not true. I don't know any person that well to be like, oh, this is what I think. And now if you ask me what my opinion is, I'll share it with you. I'll tell you what I think because that's what I think and you ask me. It's solicited. But for me to just show up and be like, oh, this is what I think about you, I generally don't do that. Now there is a thing of pulling somebody's coattail and be like, hey, or checking in on them, are you all right? This seems out of character for what I know about you. Are you okay? Kind of thing. Now I can get with that. I can. But for me to just come and tell you about yourself unsolicited, Want to know why? Because that door swings both ways. You want to go tell somebody about they self unsolicited and just tell them what you think, guess what? Now they got the opportunity to tell you what they think. Now that shit can go real sideways, real fuck quick. Yes, it can. And then y'all be done said a whole bunch of shit that both of y'all regret. Then y'all both will be sitting up there trying to deal with some personal shit. What did you personally say? What is your energy that you need to get up and get out? What is it that you have called to align to yourself because you was in that fucked up energy? You was in your shadow. But the good thing about it is that it reveals that onto us so we can get it up and get it out. Because it shows you something else that you need to deal with. Because again, a lot of times your opinions of other people got more to do with you than to them, than it does with them. That's a projection. It's more about you. Inspirational board is here. Let's check that out. If I'm ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating a vision board to place in my home. Fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. Definitely helps you change your resonance. You feeling bad? You are feeling discontent? You feel frustrated? You feel a lack of inspiration? One, tune into your heart. Tune into self. Create a board that depicts what it is that you want. You want to repair your family? Put up a board of your family. Pictures of everybody being together and kind of figure that out. Now, if a person is, you know what I mean, not here physically, then of course you can't bring that back together. But you can change how you feel about the grief. You can. It will bring gratitude into your life. I feel like I'm getting a call or something was coming in, but it went away. So obviously Most High wants us to talk about this. Today, before doing what I normally do, I would take a moment to slow down, to place my hands at my heart space and take a few breaths. breathe, I will ask myself, what do I truly want? And I will honor however I am feeling. Honor however you're feeling. Anything else in here, beloved? No. Self-appreciation. Again, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Appreciate yourself. It's not personal. Well, it is personal. It's not personal the way other people feel about you, but it's very personal about how you feel about you. That's why it's always good to do the work yourself. You know that you've harmed somebody, or you said something, you've done something. It's on you to apologize and to release that energy off of you, to put it back right, to sow good seeds, to call back what you have sown that may present an error, but to, because you will eat it, right? You can go pluck it and you can pull it back, but that other person still has autonomy. They have the ability to choose whether or not they want to deal with you or not. And if they don't, then you have to hold on lightly. You don't have to do fuck shit thing. You can do what you want to do. This is all advice. Like, we talking about some learning shit, some relearning how we deal with our relationships in a way where you preserve your own energy. You are protecting self, and you are moving in a way that aligns you with goodness to deal with the stuff that's in your shadow. And if you to take account on something that you've done to another person, another energy, that's beautiful. That's maturity. That's responsibility. And to recognize how you feel about it in a self, that's emotional intelligence. And it's a good thing to say that I'm accountable onto self and to other selves, because whatever I do onto you, I've already done onto me. So if I'm apologizing to you in an authentic and organic way, then I'm apologizing to me in that same way. If I can offer you forgiveness for what you've done, because this was a back and forth conversation and you probably said some shit and I said some shit, I can offer you forgiveness and understanding, then I'm giving myself forgiveness and understanding. I can let it go and say, you know what, I did what I could do with it. And now it's in your court to choose. And if you choose to walk away, then I have to do this. Hold lightly. Realizing that people are going to come and go. They are. And there's nothing that I can do about it. I can't make you stay in my energy field. I can't make you want to fuck with me. But if you choose not to, then you can never say that I didn't apologize, that I didn't attempt to make it right, that I was sincere and authentic in giving that and offering it out. So when I give it back to myself, it's sincere and it's authentic, and I can deal with my own energy. I can preserve my own energy. I'm not going to spend it trying to drag somebody along or try to force a relationship that that person don't want to be in. Because it's not what this is not that. It's just not. Again, if a person don't recognize you as be like, you know what, this person was real, they apologized and I understand what they was coming from, and we both got hot, we both got heated, things was said and this, that, and the other, and I could see that in self because I got hot, you know what I mean, whatever the case may be, because we all have the capacity to go there, then embracing mindfulness. This is the card that just comes with the thing. And it's all about embracing mindfulness, to be to be consciously aware of how you're feeling, what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're thinking, and put shit in an appropriate space to move from in a way, again, that's emotionally intelligent. That where you're not just slinging and casting nasty ass spells everywhere. Just spouting shit out because you don't recognize that your word is powerful. Your word is powerful. What you speak, you will eat. We cast spells, and every word is a prayer. Every word that we say, we're spelling. I mean, we learned how to spell in grammar school. You are casting spells with every word that you speak. So if you are sitting up there, you constantly spouting out nasty shit and just ruminating or running off at the mouth or talking out your ass or out the side of your neck all fuck day long, then you are casting spells. But if you are consciously aware of how you're speaking and what you're saying and the impact of your words, then of course you're still casting spells, but it's a difference. You're choosing to work in the light instead of working in the dark. We all work light, or you work shadow, dark magic, light magic, whatever you want to call it. You still casting spells, because every time you open up your mouth to speak a word, you have sown a seed, and that seed will take root. It will grow, and you will harvest, and you will eat that seed. So if you are not mindfully aware and go back and pluck that shit up so that you can cast it down because you are the sower of your seeds, then what are you going to be eating, wheat? Somebody recently told me that I was going to eat by myself, that I wasn't never going to have anybody in my life because I speak a certain kind of way. Okay, well, you just spoke that onto yourself. You do realize that, right? About embracing mindfulness. That's what this is. Embrace mindfulness, self-mastery. You can't change or impact somebody else's energy. You can give them a word. You can try to motivate them, inspire them. You can lead by example, right? Clear thinking. Clear your thoughts. My thoughts are not my words. Patience. Speak with patience or be patient. Move with patience. Increase your patience. Come to balance. It fell on top of my cycle card, which is backed up by the Four of Swords. Healing, rest, restoration. We can't always get what we want when we want it. Rushing things could lead to mistakes, burnout, or regret. Knowing when to be patient is a form of wisdom and an important ingredient for a fulfilling life. For a fulfilling life. We must accept that sometimes things take longer than planned, and remember that today's patience pays for tomorrow's success. So if a person is not getting up right now and you trying to motivate them, you're trying to lead by example, maybe you wronged them and you giving your apology and all of this stuff, if they are not coming around right now, give it time. Let it lie. Give it to space. And that's what we said. Either you're going to give yourself some space in the moment so that you can speak appropriately and handle the disagreement or whatever in the right way, or you're going to give it the space afterwards, or space is going to be made, because either they're going to move away, you're going to move away, you guys are going to retreat, so space is made. If you want that thing to come back together, see it. Visualize success. Feel it. Feel the reconnection. Feel the reconciliation. But give it some patience. Because that person has to work out their own energy the same way you got to work out yours. They got to get that shit up and out the same way that you have to get it up and out. And they may have the choice, and they do have the choice, quite frankly, but they may choose to just not fuck with you. And if that's their choice, then you got to hold on lightly. And I wouldn't give a shit who it is. Because it is just true. Every person gets to choose. And just because they choose not to fuck with you now doesn't mean that they won't come back around. They could. Again, give it space. Have patience. Decisions. Like I said, this person may decide that they don't want to fuck with you. Because they get to choose. Either go this way or that way. Move forward or move away. Due to the random factors of life, nobody can know that every decision they will make will provide the perfect outcome. Things come unexpected and decisions can sometimes seem like a gamble. But what we can do is look into ourselves and consider what we want, we need, and what we are capable of, to analyze situations carefully and forgive ourselves, and learn when misjudgment or external factors result in mistakes. I consider each of my decisions carefully. I am at peace with the fact that not all my decisions can bring about the ideal outcome. Tune in to that. Deal with the fact that not every decision is going to result in the ideal outcome. It's just not. Clear thinking. We see breathing here. A clear mind is essential if we want to achieve our goals. Yet it can often happen that our minds become congested and tangled with disparate thoughts, concerns, and distractions. We need to stay aware of our thoughts to be able to categorize them as relevant or irrelevant to our present needs and let them go accordingly, thus allowing us to concentrate fully on the task at hand. A mind is clear in focus. My mind is clear in focus. My mind is clear in focus. My mind is clear in its focus. I clear my mind and I focus my mind. I will not let my mind become cluttered with needless thoughts. What are needless thoughts? Trying to consider what somebody else is thinking. That shit is clutter. What somebody else is thinking is none of my fuck business. Just not. Breathe. Breathing is not merely a physical necessity. It is also a crucial tool for our mental well-being. By taking deep, full breaths, we send a message of calmness through the rest of our body. By focusing on our breathing, we switch off the ongoing internal monologue and bring our attention back into the here and now, and can use this platform to channel our awareness into more helpful directions. Direction forward, always moving forward, upward and onward and over any challenge that may be presenting itself, anything that I'm facing, the events of the day, what I have on my plate. Card said, place your hand over your heart and take deep breaths. If you notice, I breathed out very, very long, trying to get all of that stale air out of my lungs. Anything that is held up, anything that's residual, anything that is still trapped in there because I'm not expressing or expelling fully. And then I could take in a nice, deep, deep, deep cleansing breath, filling my lungs all the way up so that I can breathe it out. Oftentimes we have a whole bunch of stale air left in our lungs because we breathe very shallow. It's real shallow. So to practice mindful breathing, to get a full breath and just push it all the way out. Calm. And even when I get that breath in and it's so full, I can feel my lungs fill up, my diaphragm moving all the way up into that air hits the top of my lungs. I can feel those internal wings open all the way up. I let them stay there. I let the breath stay and just let it rest before I let it come back down. I become calmer and more relaxed with each breath. With my breathing, I take control of my consciousness. That then helps me manage my goals. Everything that I put on that board. Everything that's in my vision of success. Because it's increments, steps to that. Spontaneity is here and adventure. We talked about adventure and adversity on yesterday's message. And spontaneity is here. Things are going to happen. And they can just seem like coming up out of the blue. Again, we talked about this yesterday. Adventure. I will ride the tide. Change me, divine beloved, into one who rides the tide happily. Trusting where I'm being led, even when everything or nothing doesn't make sense. When everything doesn't make sense. Again, Why is this low vibrational energy being allowed to sit with me? Because it's a part of me. It's something that I need to get up. It's some shadow work that I need to do. It's resonating with me. It's resonating with that frequency that I am emitting. Yeah, it is. And to be mindful to change my frequency. Change what I'm putting out. What am I emitting? To be consciously aware of it. And to tune my frequency. Like a radio station, tune it. Staticky. You know, I need to dial it in so that it can be clear. Clear my thinking. Breathe through the tuning. You ever trying to tune an old school radio back in the day and you're trying to get it, or like a CB radio, you're trying to get it to where you can hear clearly, and it feels like it's right in between a dial, between this tick and that tick. Is some space in between there, and you trying to get it just right. And as soon as you think you got it, shoot, you done tuned it too far, and now you got to go back a little bit. You got to, you know, it's real sensitive. Unfolding. Everything is unfolding to the will of the Most High God. It is. According to your will. Change me, divine beloved, into one who lets you guide things according to your will. May the highest unfold in all ways. I hold my center. You see that adventure is right back. To recognize that everything is going to unfold according to the Most High God's will. But I have to hold my center through this adventure. To be calm, to be centered, to keep my thinking clear. To pause, to retreat, to relax. So that I can remain consciously aware. That I can focus on my own energy. That I can tune my own frequency. So that I can master self. Change me, divine beloved, into one who holds my center in all situations, no matter how challenging. Fill me with serenity and calm and with faith. Wrap me in your faith. Your faith that I can get through it, that you will bring me through it. The Most High doesn't have faith. It's absolutely certain. Because whatever it calls out, it shall be. Oh, it will be. It's gonna be. Protection. Of course, I'm safe. I'm safe. You're safe. We're safe. Change me, divine beloved, into one who is protected from negative energy. All negative energy and predictions. Fill me with your dazzling and radiant light. Make me a vessel for your love. I now release all fears I've absorbed from others. Or just that I've generated in self. And I believe that's what we've been talking about. That's the challenge. Balance. My needs will be met. And what is she doing? Resting. Knowing that all needs will be met. The word shall be. The Most High called it. Oh, it's going to be. It's done. It's already done. The victory is already had. So to have any question about will it, it's fruitless. It's one of those mind cluttering things that do nothing but interrupt your vibration and your frequency. Make your resonance all over the place. Your waves are not smooth and calm. They all over the place like a raging tide. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can fully offer my schedule to you so my life can be in balance. Let me take rest whenever necessary, trusting that one way or another, all needs will be met. All needs. Anything else? No. That is it. That's what we have for today's message. Be mindful of your own energy in this day. Mindful of what you put out. Mindful of what you have put out. Is there something that you don't want to take root? You want to pull it up? You want to pluck it up? You want to pluck it up? Go weed your garden. If you've sown some seeds that are going to turn into weeds, or maybe you haven't been mindful of what's growing in your lot, go weed it. Spend some time plucking things up. that don't belong. Maybe you need to offer some fertilizer, like an apology, empathy, sympathy, communicating for the sake of understanding so that you can give each other compassion. And once you've done that, let it go. You be steady and be disciplined enough to practice that on a daily. That will make you wise and bring you into harmony, into unity, because that is the pathway to peace. That's wise, wisdom. Wisdom also says that other people have choices. They get to make their decision to go this way or to go that way. They can either go forward with you and reconcile and heal and offer their apology as well, because nobody's perfect. Everybody's an actor. Unless you really didn't do anything, or that other person really didn't. And you just need to, it is what it is. Either they accept it or they don't. And if they don't, at least you know you've done your part. And you can forgive self and you can go on with peace. Because now you've sown the seeds of peace. And those seeds will grow and they will come back into you. And that is all that you're responsible for at the end of the day. To the next now, y'all, know that I love you. I love you just like I love the Alpha and the Omega that called me by its word, called me and gave me its decree. Yes, because it's done. It's done. And the word will go forth on the breath of life, that life force, the Holy Chi that's animating this God body. Both of them working in tandem, for me to be calm and consciously aware of how I'm speaking, how I'm casting spells, what is being called into my life and what I am speaking over others' lives. Because again, do no harm. Speak truthfully, right? And if you do that, then everything will be okay. It will. It will. It will. Again, love you guys. This one's done. Ashe. Mwah.